Shalom, this is Spirit Bears Witness, Akaban Yasharallah. I camp at Lions Den at Yasharallah, Jacksonville, Florida. First and foremost, I'd like to say a prayer to the Father and the Son. Call Halayim, La, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shah, Bahashim, Ha, Rekakadash, Ma'amaf. Double honors to the elder apostles, Great Millstone. Double honors to my elder as well, Aharawan Ban Yasharallah of the Lions Den camp. Peace and salutations to the Akim, the women and the children of the four corners of the earth. Shalom. Okay, shalom. I'm back with another lesson. It's gonna be hopefully a quick lesson. I wanna I'm just gonna bring it out, and it is what it is. This lesson is gonna be entitled "Yahweh is not the author of confusion." So I'm gonna jump right in at 1 Corinthians 33. Chapter 14 and verse 33, and it reads. For Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. Okay, and I bring it out because the Yahweh Shemi Ashai is not the author of confusion, but yet in these last days, in these times, it's nothing but confusion. Yahweh Shemi Ashai has woken his hopeful elect, his elect, up to the truth and brought them out of confusion, out of darkness, but it's still false prophets and false teachers leading the blind, and as well as themselves being blind, and it's up to the men of the Lord to preach the truth and correction, so like I said, it's 1 Corinthians chapter 14 and verse 33, for Yahweh is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. And this is a scripture. A whole lot of plantation Christians, they always like to throw it out there. The Lord is not the author of confusion, and all this, that, and the third. They don't even finish it, but this is what they say. And so it should be an understanding. Yes, the Lord is not the author of confusion. Everything He's saying is perfectly in order. So I was just gonna go through some scriptures, right, where there will be stumbling blocks to the 2/3, of the nation of Israel, or where they just can't get it because Yahweh Shemi Ashai has blinded them to where they can't see or understand the truth in the words of Yahweh Shemi Ashai. They feel like their feelings and their emotions override what Yahweh Shemi Ashai said what it is. They feel like their feelings are more important or more powerful than the Lord. So I want to go ahead and, like I said, I'm gonna bring out some scriptures. Hopefully it's edifying to the body of Yahweh Shemi Ashai, or if any to wake up the elect, because to woken, you gotta start, and get understanding, and break down the misguided thoughts or the misguided ideas that these plantation Christians preach, and these so-called prophets of Israel, these so-called teachers that teaching lies that's not in the book, teaching lies that's not written as thus saith the Lord. So yeah, like I said, I'm gonna try to make it not so long or whatever, Salaki, but I want to go to Genesis chapter 17 and verse 20. I'm gonna start at verse 20, right? And it reads, and as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him, and will make him fruitful, and will multiply him exceedingly. 12 princes shall he begot, and I will make him a great nation. Okay, so Ishmael is the son of Abraham, but Ishmael didn't get the promise. He didn't get the promise of Yahweh Shemi Ashai, even though the Lord said He was going to bless him, because I'm going to read on. Even though the Lord said He was going to bless him and make him a father of a great nation, he's not going to get the inheritance of Israel, right? It says, or of the Lord, Slakia. He's not going to he's not the Lord's chosen people. He's not of his chosen people. That's why it's Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, right? And the so-called Christians, they know that as well. They'll say Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. They don't say Abraham, Ishmael, and Jacob, or nothing like that. They say Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob as it is written, right? But I'm gonna read. I'll start from the top. Genesis chapter 17 and verse 20. I'm gonna read to 21. And as for Ishmael, I have heard thee. Behold, I have blessed him and will make him fruitful and will multiply him exceedingly. He gonna multiply him. 12 princes shall he begot, and I will make him a great nation. But my covenant, that's the first covenant, and the promises to be the Lord's chosen people. But my covenant will I establish with Isaac, which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year. And now and that's who the promise went to. That's who the covenant went to, Isaac. So that's what it is. It's not and that so that the whole nations Ishmael is wow. From that point, even before that point, they had nothing to do with the promise. Even though he promised to make them a great nation, they had nothing to do with inheriting being the servants of Yahweh Shem Shai, preaching and teaching the gospel and being of his chosen seed, his chosen lineage. Like the scripture says, but my covenant will I establish with Isaac. You know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. Which Sarah shall bear unto thee at this set time in the next year. And that's what the Lord commanded and prophesied, as it is written, as he said, his words don't go out void. You know, Sarah didn't believe she could have a child at her age, but the Lord made everything possible. Like I said, everything is possible with the Lord. So it's, like I said, the covenant went on to Isaac, right? Okay, and plain and simple. So that, like I said, so the nations that, even though Ishmael was blessed, you know what I'm saying, he didn't get the covenants. His people, so his descendants don't get the covenants. Therefore, he fall in the line of the heathen. You know what I'm saying? Therefore, he's a Gentile, right? A heathen nation outside of the temple. You know what I mean? So let's go ahead and go to Second Esdras. Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 55. Okay, this is the book of Second Esdras, chapter 6 and verse 55, and it reads, all this have I spoken before thee, O Lord, because thou madest the world for our sakes. Okay, he made the world for the nation of Israel's sake. It says, as for the other people, which also come of Adam, like I just said, everybody came from Adam. That ain't what I just said, but like the scripture says, as for the other people which also come from Adam, thou hast said they are nothing, but be like unto spittle, and hast likened the abundance of them unto a drop that falleth from a vessel. Con. And that's what it is. The Lord look at them as like you spit on the ground, and that's what he say. You carrying a bucket of water, and a drop of water fall out of the bucket. That's how the Lord measure them. That's what they are to him. Nothing. You know what I mean? And that's thus saith the Lord. It ain't no feelings ain't your feelings ain't got nothing to do with it. Your feelings don't determine the will of the Lord. You know? Thus saith the Lord. Your feelings ain't got nothing to do with it. It's thus saith the Lord. Okay, and let me bring out another one. Let's go to Deuteronomy. Because like I said, I don't want to make it as long. I'm going to bring out some scriptures. Just because when the Lord says something, he said more than once. He repeatedly repeated. But like I said, 2/3 of our people won't get it because it's stumbling blocks for them. The Lord is blinded their eyes, so they won't see or hear the truth. They can't get it, you know. And it's up to It's nothing they can do. It's up to the Lord if you understand this truth and you get this truth. If you are of the elect, you know, if you're going to endure to the end, all these things is up to the Lord. It's nothing we can do. We are prisoners of hope. We hope in only thing we can hope in is in the Lord spare us, and we are of the elect. That's it. Other than that, there is nothing else. Nothing else. Ain't nothing we can do. Ain't no way we can say or be or think or study. That's it. If you ain't of the elect, you're not of the elect. If you can't understand this knowledge, if you can't get it, if it's not as simple to you as 1, 2, 3, and I ain't saying the deeper mysteries. I'm saying like the things as simple as what the Lord's saying. This is plain and uncut. You know what I'm saying? Period, point blank. Because I'm going to bring out Deuteronomy chapter 32. 32 and verse 9. Verse 9, Slaki. Okay, this is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 9. And it reads, "For the Lord's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance." And that's what it is. Who can fight it? Who can say, "Oh no, Lord, I'm there too," or "You gotta choose me"? Hey, fuck. Hey, just like the draft pick or something. Hey, they pick who they want. And the Lord chose the nation of Israel, the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, along with the speckled bird. You know, hey, like I say, if you doing in anything. If you playing a pickup game and y'all picking and you the captain, you say I pick him or I pick that. Hey, the other person can't say, well, why you ain't pick me first? I'm supposed to be. I'm on your team too. Hell no, you ain't. I picked who on my team. You know, that's what it is. And the Lord chose the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans, along with the speckled bird, as his slot, as his people, as it is written. It says again, Deuteronomy 32 and 9, "For the Lord Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's portion is his people. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance." And that's Abraham, Isaac to Jacob. You know, and you plantation Christians, you so-called believe in these scriptures, but when the truth come out that's easy to understand, y'all fight it with your and say, well, what about this? What about that? Like I watch because everybody know about vocab or whatever, and then all these other false prophets, they'll say, well, what about this? Well, who was Peter, or what was John, or what the hell, nigga? Look, we can go to the things, and y'all, the whole topic of this lesson is the Lord is not an author of confusion. Babylon the Great, Edomites caused this confusion, and people want to save these heathens and say these other nations, but that ain't what the Lord said. And it's simple to see. I'm bringing out a few scriptures. That prove the will of the Lord that they go against. You know what I'm saying? That they try to say they got the, I don't know what they thinking, you know, but they feel like what they say is gonna come true. Like they gonna overpower the Lord. Yeah, that ain't what's gonna happen. It's gonna be thus saith the Lord. Thus saith the Lord, like period, point blank. You know what I'm saying? The true living power is always in rule, always ruled over men, ruled over their hearts and their minds. What you're gonna do, what you're gonna think, all of it is through the will of the Lord, man. And ain't nothing you're gonna do. So when you believe in or you following some false narrative or some false shit, even though you know what the scriptures say, hey, that's because the Lord has not chosen you, or he has not chosen to wake you up to this truth yet. And that's what it is. You know what I'm saying? If whether he wake you up or not ain't got nothing to do with me. What we here to do is teach this truth, preach the gospel. You know what I'm saying? Tell the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans the will of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Thus saith the Lord. You know what I mean? And I'm gonna read it again. Like I said, I don't want to make it long, but you know, sometimes I rant a little bit, you know. But like I said, this is Deuteronomy 32 and 9. "For the Lord Yahweh's portion is his people." That's his portion. That's who he chose. Jacob is the lot of his inheritance. You know what I'm saying? That's his chosen people. Nobody else, man. Let's go ahead and go to Malachi. Um, Malachi chapter 1 and this verse 2, I believe. Okay, yeah. Okay, this is Malachi chapter 1 and verse 2, and it reads, I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, yet ye say, wherein hast thou loved us? And that's Jacob, you know. Jake always feel like if you don't love the other nations, like these, especially these Christians, so-called, the Lord love everybody. That's not my God. I know my God. My God love everybody. He hate the sin. Da 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 da. Man, you don't know the will of the Lord, right? It says, Malachi 1 and 2, I have loved you, saith the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, yet ye say, where hast thou loved us? He chose us, you know what I'm saying, to be a special people unto himself. You know what I'm saying? That's all any man could ask for. And it reads, where hast thou loved us? That's what 2/3 of our people saying. Where hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, saith the Lord Yahweh? Yet I loved Jacob, and I hated Esau, and I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. God, hey, and that's what it is. And what the Lord say, he has righteous indignation with Edom forever, man. You know what I mean? So how you gonna go against the will of the Lord and let you just lost? You dwelling in darkness. Those that remain in darkness. I mean, those. What does it say? Those this astray from the way of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai shall remain in the congregation that did. Salakia for not verbatim it. But hey, those that stray from the words of Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, they're going to remain in the congregation of the dead. In darkness, not seeing, not knowing what's really going on. Because the Lord has closed their eyes. So they like blind, the blind. You know what I'm saying? Holding on to some false hope that some false prophet teaching and some false Christian, so-called Christian preacher preaching, and it ain't even in the book. You know what I'm saying? They don't even got the damn sense to read for themselves and see what it, and even when somebody bring it out, they worse than the devil. Oh, they shut their ears like the deaf adder. You know what I'm saying? They like a little kid. I don't want to hear that. My God is this. My God. What God? Well, you must be worshiping yourself, or you worshiping Jesus Christos, and that's a goddamn idol. It's not real. You might as worship the damn Christmas tree or worship anything, because ain't no life in it. You know what I mean? Ain't no power in it. You know? And then that's the shame with our people. They don't want to serve the Lord. They don't want to serve him in truth and sincerity. They don't want to seek after him. They want to do the things that's pleasing unto the flesh and not do no work for the Lord. They want to work for themselves, work for the world, what they can obtain in this life, you know. And the only thing a person should really be trying to obtain, yeah, we got to live, we got to work to eat, to have a roof over our head and everything like that. But the thing you should strive for is being at peace with the Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, with knowing your power. You know what I'm saying? With knowing, and that's only for the so-called Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. You heathens ain't got a chance in hell. You know what I'm saying? You got no hope at all. Yo, nothing. You know what I'm saying? All you can do is hope you have a good master. You know what I'm saying? For that 1,000 years. And Esau, you really ain't got no help. You ain't got no hope at all, man. You know, like I said, I'm going to read that again just because I said Esau ain't got no help. It says in Malachi 1 and 3, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains, and that's his nations. You know what I'm saying? His countries of rule or whatever like that, his governments. I hated Esau and I laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. It's waste. It's nothing. You know what I mean? Yahweh Bashem Yahushai is going to utterly destroy Esau, Edom. He's going to be like these Christians like to say, Esau, Edomites, they done away with. Well, guess what? They are going to be truly done away with. You know? Bomb, that's what it is. I want to go to Romans, Salaki. I want to go to Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. Where I'm at, Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. I'm going to read. Okay, this is the book of Romans chapter 9 and verse 13. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You know what I'm saying? But what shall ye say then? Is there unrighteousness with Yahweh Bashim Ashai? God forbid. Yahweh forbid. You know what I'm saying? You can't say, oh, the Lord ain't righteous, or the Lord, that ain't right. Like the Lord can't do what he want, what's his. Like you got your personal items that belong to you. You can do whatever you want to it. You know what I'm saying? What can anybody say? You know? The Lord rule. Hey, if you create a thing, you can do what you want to do with a thing. You can either hold it up high or you can crash it to the ground. You know what I'm saying? And I'm just speaking as a man. You know, Yahweh Shai do all things, man. I'm gonna close it with John 17 and 9. You know, because I know if you're 2/3, you're never gonna get it anyway. You know, so it is what it is. This is for the hopeful elect's sake. You know what I mean? John 17 and 9, man. Okay, 17 and verse 9. Okay, this is John chapter 17 and verse 9. I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me. For thine are mine, for they are thine. And Salaki, I'm going to start from the top because I missed. I pray for them, I pray not for the world, but for them which thou hast given me. For they are thine, and all mine are thine, and thine are mine, and I am glorified in them. Okay, and it says, hey, so when y'all say, the Lord, when y'all say, oh, he gave his only begotten son for the world, hey, y'all don't understand what y'all saying. Y'all don't understand the meaning of what the Lord's saying. He's saying for the world, the nation of Israel, because he made the world for our sakes. You know what I'm saying? So it's not no misunderstanding. It's not no confusion. It's just y'all can't get it because the Lord ain't giving it to you. Because he turned right around and said, "This is John 17 and 9. I pray for them. I pray not for the world." How can you not get it? So now you got to find out. Well, you got to search and go be diligent and see what's really going on. But 2/3 of our people won't get it because guess what? The Lord ain't put the spirit on them to seek him out. You know? And that's what it is. So like I said, I wasn't going to make this long. It's a few scriptures that I bring out, you know. And hopefully it's edifying to the body, like I said. And until the next time, shalom. You know what I'm saying? Shalom.